Welcome everyone to an evening of soul and Motown. Are you ready to groove and have some fun tonight? I know I am. So tonight I'm going to be sharing with you some of soul and Motown's greatest and some of my personal favorites, of course. Now, I grew up listening to a lot of this music, so I hope you enjoy it just as much as I do. You know, a lot of these songs have been to inspiration to music as a whole, but also to me in my career. So let's have some fun tonight. I'm coming out. Do we have any Stevie Wonder fans here tonight? Yeah. So I am a huge Stevie Wonder fan, and I grew up listening to a lot of Stevie Wonder because, my parents listened to it, so it was always playing in our household. So one of my first songs that I ever sung was a Stevie Wonder song, other than nursery rhymes, of course. And I was 2 years old, and a quiet 2-year-old at that. And one day I decided to stand up on the windowsill in my kitchen and sing in front of my mom. And I sang, "For your love, I would do anything just to see the smile upon your face." And my mom was overjoyed and she was shocked, hearing her 2-year-old daughter sing some Stevie Wonder. And then later that evening, my dad came home from work and my mom's like, "Jenna, sing for your dad." And of course, I wouldn't do it. But now I will sing some Stevie Wonder for you. So what about the artist formerly known as Prince, huh? Oh my gosh, he was such an incredible musician. And this man just amazes me. He played 27 instruments. He made 37 albums. He wrote for many, many different artists, and his music crossed all genres. And I actually had the chance to meet his personal recording engineer, and it was amazing sitting down, talking with him, and hearing some stories about Prince. Now, Prince often would record in his home at Paisley Park, and he was such a prolific songwriter. He pretty much wrote at least a song a day. And he could still release albums to this day, but of course he was a perfectionist. And he actually still has a vault in his home of music that hasn't been released yet. So this man is so incredible. So I would like to do a song of his. It's not one of his most well-known, but it's one of my personal favorites. So I hope you guys enjoy this. How are you so holy? So I have to take it back to Stevie Wonder for a minute here because he is definitely one of the most soulful men that I know of. And he has had so many hit songs and incredible songs, all very soulful. And he is one of the founders of Motown. He was signed to Motown Records at age 11 by none other than the CEO, Berry Gordy. And he was a child prodigy. After that, he went on to be part of the Motortown Revue. Motortown being Detroit, where Motown got its name from. And it was a tour of cities in America, theaters that accepted black artists. And shortly after that, he released his first single, Fingertips, which did incredibly well and was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. And he still has the record for the youngest artist ever to be #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. So I'd like to do a couple Stevie Wonder songs for you now. I think you'll know them, so feel free to sing along. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I couldn't have a soul and Motown show without doing a song by the queen herself, the queen of soul, Aretha Franklin. Now, this woman has such an incredible voice. She's such an incredible talent. And I actually had one of my first concerts was going to see Aretha Franklin, and I feel so fortunate to have been able to see her. I was actually 2 rows from the front, and I could see the beads of sweat rolling down her forehead as she sang with such heartfelt emotion, and she completely inspired me and captured me. This woman comes from a background in jazz and gospel, so she's very versatile. She can play piano like nobody's business, and her voice can touch your soul and make you cry. So I'd like to do one of her most well-known songs. Here we go. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey through soul and Motown. Did we have fun tonight? I'm so happy to hear that. So thank you again for being here tonight. Now let's have fun on this last song. So I want you to get up out of your seats. If you like, feel free to clap, sing, and dance along. Let's have some fun. Here we go. Welcome everyone to my Pop Divas show. I'm so excited to be here tonight, and many of the artist songs that I will be performing have been such huge inspirations to me in my career. As an artist, I write my own music, and while I'm an entertainer for you here tonight, I am working toward becoming a career artist like many of these amazing women that you'll be hearing tonight. I had difficulty picking which songs to perform and share with you because there have been several incredible pop divas over the last several decades. But I'm hoping that there will be a little something for everyone in the audience tonight. So if it's all right with you, I would like to start with one of my personal favorites, the late and great Whitney Houston. This song won her a Grammy for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance and became a huge commercial success. This British artist was gone much too soon, and she had quite the career ahead of her. She had a distinct voice and a very recognizable sound, and she was actually signed on to her first record deal as a jazz artist, but her sound later became an eclectic mix of soul, R&B, and jazz, and which went on to win her 5 Grammy Awards. Now, she never wanted the fame. She just loved to sing and write music. So this is my tribute to Amy Winehouse. I'm really excited to perform this next song just because it brings back childhood memories. This song would often play on the radio when I was a kid growing up, and she had other songs on the radio that I loved as well, like I Turn to You, Reflection, and Beautiful. She got her start, like many other artists, on the Mouseketeers as part of the Mickey Mouse Club, and with other entertainers like Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, and Ryan Gosling. And now she's often known as one of the first judges to be on the American TV show The Voice. So she has such a powerful voice and incredible vocal gymnastics. Christina Aguilera truly knows what a girl wants. Do we have any Canadians here tonight? Amazing. As a Canadian, I had to do a song by the incredible French-Canadian artist Celine Dion. Now, at age 11, the youngest of 14 children, she wrote a song with her mother, and she submitted the tape to manager and producer René Angelil. Now, he heard the tape and loved her voice. He invited Celine to come and sing for him live in person, and he signed her immediately, but insisted on having complete control over her career. Now, so taken with her voice and so taken with her, he actually mortgaged his home to finance her debut album. 9 albums later, all in French, she released her first album in English called Unison in 1990. After that, she became a household name, going on to sing the theme song of Disney's Beauty and the Beast, Tale as Old as Time, as well as her #1 hit singles, 4 of them, The Power of Love, My Heart Will Go On, You're My Angel, and Because You Loved Me. Before I do my last song, I want to thank you all so much for being here tonight. You've been such a wonderful audience, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Did you have fun tonight? I heard you singing along to some of the songs, so thank you, thank you, thank you. I had a lot of fun being here. Now, this artist has been a huge inspiration to me in my career, and I really look up to her because, a lot of the artists on the radio these days don't write their own music, and she's one of the few that not only writes her own music, but produces her music, so I admire her for that because that's the approach that I try to take to my own music and writing. And, it's an amazing feeling to sing your own songs on stage and share your own story and truth. Now, her album, Songs in A Minor, won her 5 Grammy Awards. She's an incredibly talented vocalist, pianist, and actress. So I'd like to do one of her very well-known songs, If I Ain't Got You. And, before we leave tonight, I do have some albums and merchandise for sale. So please come see me after the show. I'd love to meet as many of you as possible. Thank you so much again, and have a wonderful evening.